Today's movie is How to Train Your Dragon.
In the Viking village called Berk, dragons are always a big problem. They attack and scare the villagers. There's a young and creative boy named Hiccup, and his dad is the leader of the Vikings, called Stoic the Vast. Hiccup wants to become a dragon fighter to show his father and everyone else that he is brave and capable. During an attack by dragons, Hiccup successfully shoots down a very rare and hard-to-find Night Fury dragon using one of his creations. As he goes into the forest to find him, he comes across the injured dragon. But surprisingly, he cannot find it in his heart to harm the creature. Instead, Hiccup decides to become friends with the dragon and gives it the name Toothless. While spending time with Toothless, Hiccup learns more about the dragon's behavior and even figures out how to ride on its back using a unique tail fin he made. Through their growing bond, Hiccup realizes that dragons are not the mindless monsters everyone thinks they are. Instead, they are smart and kind creatures who are often misunderstood. As Hiccup's friendship with Toothless deepens, he gains a better understanding of the dragon's true feelings and emotions. This knowledge changes him, and he becomes a strong supporter of living in harmony with dragons. He wants the Vikings to stop being afraid of them and learn to coexist peacefully. Hiccup challenges the village's long-standing fear and hatred of dragons, hoping to change their perspective for the better. But keeping his friendship with Toothless a secret gets harder for Hiccup, especially when Astrid, his fellow Viking who's learning to fight dragons, becomes suspicious of him. She follows Hiccup into the forest and finds out about Toothless, but Hiccup convinces her that Toothless is not dangerous. As the village faces a new danger, Hiccup and the other Vikings discover a place full of dragons. Among them, there is a monstrous dragon known as the Red Death. This dragon is controlling and scaring smaller dragons to bring food to its lair. The village is in big trouble because of the Red Death. The discovery of all these dragons put the entire village at risk. To protect the village, Stoic and the villagers make a decision to tie Toothless to a post, planning to get rid of him. Hiccup desperately tries to explain to them that Toothless is not dangerous, but they are too scared of dragons to listen. Meanwhile, Hiccup's friends, including Astrid, start to see that dragons might not be as harmful as they believed before. They start to doubt their actions and what they were taught about dragons. The villagers decide to attack the dragon's place without knowing the Red Death is there. Hiccup, who knows about the dangerous giant dragon, hurries to warn them. He goes to rescue his fellow villagers and, with Dragon's help, arrives just in time to face the Red Death. In the big final battle, Hiccup uses what he knows about dragons to make a plan to defeat the Red Death and save his people. He leads Toothless into an intense fight against the huge dragon, using their close friendship and knowledge of dragons to gain an advantage. Finally, Hiccup's courage and determination result in defeating the Red Death, rescuing Berk and the dragons. The villagers witness Hiccup's bravery and come to understand the truth about dragons. They begin to accept and live with them peacefully. The film ends with Hiccup becoming the new chief of Berk. Under his leadership, Vikings and dragons start living together harmoniously on the island. The movie concludes with Hiccup and Toothless flying together, showing their strong bond and friendship. This symbolizes a new era of understanding and unity between Vikings and dragons as they embrace a future of harmony and cooperation in Berk.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe this channel if you want to watch such more videos.